So I'm not sure when I'm going to put this one up. Could be a day later, could be an hour later as the last one. But what have you, that stays in the middle, right? I wanted to present something else, which is, yeah, someone approached me and asked me, well, I want to live up to my ancestors. I want to be as noble as they were. I want to be as strong and wise as they were. I want to be as courageous as they were, etc., etc. And I think that's healthy. I think that's a good thing to aspire to. But then he presents, but how can we do that in a modern day society? I mean, the context of the society has completely changed to what it used to be before, right? Can we still can we still be virtuous if we ignore our virtues in certain circumstances? This is a bit of a tough one, in a way. For me personally, it isn't so much, but I'll try to do it justice by, yeah, by an analogy of a kind, I suppose. It's good to want to pursue the virtues of who your ancestors were. You know, their empathy, their nobility, their love for nature, the the physical strength, the mental fortitude, that can-do attitude, the aspirations towards heroism. All of that is brilliant, and we should definitely embrace that, right? Because it's good for us. The thing is, yeah, how shall I put it? There may be situations where you may then have to consider where your ancestors might actually disagree with you. It's like you have to be empathic with other people 100% of the time. A bit of a nutty example, but there you go. Yeah, 100% of the time. And you then get faced in the streets in modern day society with being robbed or what have you. And the robber, he trips. He's just stole a handbag from a grandmother. He trips, breaks his knee. The grandmother's handbag tumbles away into the street, and now he sees you passing by, and it's like, please help me, sir, help me, I hurt myself. I'm such a badass guy, but here I am lying on the street crying for help after I robbed the granny, etc., etc. Well, is this the point we're going to show empathy? Ancestors might have said, yes, this is where you do so. Do you agree? And the reason why I bring up this little example, this little analogy in a way, I suppose, is it should be empathy should be a reward for past behavior, as I see it. Respect should be a reward for past behavior. Compassion should be a reward by the community around you for past behavior, because if you pass it away indiscriminately, now you tell the entire world that standards do not matter at all. That is very important, because if standards don't matter, anyone can actually do completely as he likes or she likes. If we just say, oh well, no problem, sir, I'll just retrieve this bag, I'll give it back to Granny because it was unjust of you to take it away from her, but now I'll help you too. What does the thief in question even learn out of that? Basically learns if I whine enough, it doesn't matter what I do, I still get empathy. Right? Does that make sense? Presented that to that fella who asked me. He's like, So what you're basically saying is you should be able to disagree with your ancestors or some of their virtues. And I would say within a healthy context, if you have a heart and a healthy mind and a soul, then sometimes you should just be able to say, no, ancestors, in this instance, I decide what is right, because here is where you are wrong. Got to remember our ancestors and what have you, these heroes of old, the gods and what have you, they are friends and family. They're not overlords for us to to fall down on our knees before every given day of the week or what have you, to forgive us for our guilt that we should feel because we are of a certain people. Mm? No, they're not like that. They're friends and family, and yes, you're not gonna get along with your friends and family 100% of the time. It's kinda who we are, and it's actually a healthy. It's perhaps also another interesting lesson in that is basically it allows room to disagree with one another. You know? It gives the more intelligent and the more wise, and I'm definitely not saying I'm one of those. I hope not. That would scare me more than anyone. But the it gives room for the thinkers of a people and the those who have had experiences and can lay them out to have a more of a word than just a whole I disagree, therefore I'll fight you, blah blah blah. That's not the way, not in the least. You should be able to still be yeah. This is also yeah. Maybe that's interesting to put it like this. People make this strange combination of if someone disagrees with you, it automatically means that you should combat them over it or what have you. But you can still like someone while you disagree with them, right? You do not have to despise someone because he thinks that, just because you like tomato soup and he likes porridge. No, and you both disagree. It's like, no, porridge is better. No, tomato soup is better. And now you have to start fighting each other? No. What happened to okay, let's you disagree, I have my way of looking at things, you have your ways of looking at things. Let's just find the middle ground if we can, and even if we can't, no, fuck you, but I still like you. That's totally fine. F you, but I still like you. I think I'm gonna name, yeah, that's gonna be the title. Yeah. These are some of the things that I get presented lately, and I figured that a lot of people may find some value in it. It's, important stuff. Will help us create better worlds for our people. For those who mean well, the kind-hearted, the the ones who care, the ones who feel responsible. And here's the fun part in that too. Everyone decides personally if they want to be that or not. All everyone else has to do is acknowledge whether they basically want to be better or not. That is totally everyone's personal choice. But the whole I whine, therefore I will get stuff, that's truly something that has to go. As quick as can be, as far as I'm concerned. It's unhealthy. It's it's basically punishing the noble for being noble and rewarding the malicious for being malicious. And guess what? Before long, you'll have a society with nothing but malicious people as a result. And everyone has to do his part in that, for himself or herself and those around them. But yeah, there's that. I think that brings my point across well enough. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here as well. So you'll have a good one and bye bye.